Welcome to episode 2 of the Her Climate Story podcast. I remain your host for today as well. And I'm so happy to be here with our great pillars. I call them the pillars, the stakeholders. By my right, we have the Ministry of Environment. And then we also have by my left, a very strong coordinating sector, which is a peace building sector. So please tell us your name and then what the ministry.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good morning. My name is Musa Usman Ahmed, Adamawa State Minister of Environment and Natural Resources, State Focal Person Climate Change.
Let's celebrate them as they introduce themselves. Thank you.
Okay, good morning. My name is Handeke Kefas. I work for Agaji Global Unity Foundation as the Programs Manager, a member of the Peace Building Network in Adamawa State.
Over time, we have seen that maybe there have been some limitations and trust on women's efforts in addressing issues because of so many reasons, especially for where we are, Adamawa Northeast. There have been some cultural context reasons, there have been some religion context reasons. There have been so many factors that makes people to say, no, it's men that should be in front, women, don't worry. You know, even right now, I think I will bring a current reality that we are facing now on the project. We have gone to train some certain women because we discovered that during the baseline, many women are not put into leadership positions to lead certain things in DEMSA and Newman, right? And they had very great reasons why, right? So we decided to map out certain women, train them. Those things people were afraid of, they don't have capacity, they don't have the skills, they cannot do that. We've trained them, to empower these women to have those things and to also have a sense of responsibility that, climate issue starts from home. And we believe that a woman can turn in her backyard to start doing things that support the solution of, so we believe that women have those powers. So after the training, there have been a lot of actions and results from those women. They've started doing a lot of things that is showing result. So now we are now at that stage to now say, okay, leaders of this local government, we have a special umbrella that we want to create that is going to have the men work with the women in addressing these issues. And now we are at that bridge where they are saying, no, our culture doesn't allow that. Fulani, no. They're giving us valid reasons. And they even said, we've even given the women some women leadership position, to have. That should be enough. So right now, that's where we are. How do you think we can clear this challenge that is on the table from ministry level to even the social norm or perception level that the leaders have at the local government? How can we fix this? Because we have to be very diplomatic about this thing. So we'd like to hear from you.
Thank you. Actually, I think we have started something now, even the project, response count.
Okay.
So we have started building their capacity to see that, yes, the response count in terms of decision making.
Yeah.
So there is need for government to come up with policies that will support or back this project.
Okay.
So I think when government come up with policies to back
and enforce it.
Yes, and enforce too. Not even having the policy.
Yeah.
Implementing it is also another thing. So when the policy is there, there's need to implement it so that we have a very good project.
Powerful. So from what I hear is this challenge of cultural religious reasons that is on the table. If the government enforce certain policies now and it make it a practice, it might help change that mindset.
From a peace building perspective, I conducted a survey, an academic survey actually, communities on the riverbanks from Fofore, Yola, North, Demsa, Newman, Guyuk, Shelang, and Lamurdi. I visited a lot of these communities. My target was to find out what are the causes of conflicts along the river banks of the Benue River, yes. And we found out a lot of issues, multi-faceted issues. In fact, I call them layered crises, not even conflicts, because from societal norms where women are not allowed into inheritance,
They're not allowed.
Yes, they don't have access to inheritance, particularly on this border community. I mean, communities on the riverbanks.
Yeah.
And then again, you discover that structures that have been established either by even peace building organizations, activities, other NGO works, women are not, so to say, in these structures. Mostly you find out that men dominate the discussions and conversations along these issues. And so at the end of the day, we realize that women are not so much engaged in these things. And then when you x-ray the challenges, you discover that women are more at risk, or they are at the receiving end of these challenges or crises that we face along these communities. And so one of the things we're advocating for at the Peace Building Network is to see that at every fora, women and girls, not just women and girls, so that even the girls will grow up to find themselves and get familiar with issues. And so women and girls are involved even at the engagement stage. Before you implement any project, engage the community. At the engagement stage, women and girls should be engaged. Another key thing that should be done by particularly CSOs is to carry advocacy to the legislators to see how they can get these things embedded in some of our laws.
Yeah. Amazing. Like strong points have been raised. Like you've pointed out the issues that you even found through a survey in the borders, and you've also seen that women are there, but they are not like meaningfully engaged in roles that makes them to really like respond or to issues. This has brought other layers of reality that is causing that mindset that is now being backed up by culture and religion. And now with your policy backup and enforcement, it will also help. So let me now come back to your ministry level. Your own structure and how you operate. Can you speak around your own system that maybe bridges this gap and engage women? Like, I don't know if there are things that women are doing at the ministry level. Can you speak around it?
Exactly, yes. In fact, right now here in the hall with me, we have the focal person gender with me from the Ministry of Environment.
A woman.
Yes.
Amazing.
So actually, before I go further,
okay,
we are working with our partner, Environmental Care Foundation and IFRI, International Food Security, to develop a policy on climate change, whereby we want to integrate gender and nutrition. So this one will help a lot in terms of...
So that policy you are now creating it?
Yes, we are working towards that. So we hope by next year it will be ready.
So women are also like part of the policy creation stuff?
Exactly. Women are part of the stakeholders. We are working with them. We are still consulting. We are at the stage of consultation, and I also in the whole we have one of the consultants of this project with us. So we are working towards that. And from the ministry, we have a lot of women. In fact, from climate change unit, I have a lot of women that I support. Instead of me coming, I say, you go there and represent me. At times I did it deliberately. Intentionally. Let her go and represent the ministry instead of me going. So we are carrying them.
Has it been results? Do they bring results? My women, do they bring results?
Yeah, they do.
Amazing.
They do.
Amazing.
The only challenge we have
tell us.
when it comes to, they maybe traveling outside the state.
For location.
Most of our staff are married women. So, and they are nursing mothers and what have you. So when you say you go to Abuja or outside the state, it's a challenge to her. So this is where we are having the challenge for now. But they are bringing results. They are trying, to be honest.
So the biological function of women and the role of being married kind of, I mean, somebody will speak around that. I don't want to like attest to that, but kind of limits them from that far distant engagement. And it's even them that is saying, oh, they are married, they can't move. And
age too.
And age.
Most of our top directorate level deputy directors are women now. Okay. So when you ask them to go to maybe to travel outside the state, it's also a problem to them. They are having knee problems. So this
So age is a strong factor.
Yes, and that's the success of the women in the ministry, but they are doing well.
Okay, thank you so much for establishing that. You are coordinating.
Yeah.
You're coordinating not just what you do in the sector meeting, you're coordinating the implementation model of partners in the state. I feel like you guys have a mirror where you're saying, if A and B do this, this is how it affects that woman in that border or this community at this level. So can you speak to us around your engagement of women and even how you operate, so everybody just gets to know?
Yeah, sure. So at the network, one key thing that the network does not take for granted is the involvement of women, because over time we have realized that women tend to perform even better when you put them at par with their male counterparts. And so engaging or involving women in our activities is key. We realize that women are so much at the receiving end. If you go to Madagali, for instance, almost every day there are more than 10 GBV cases on daily basis, more than 10. At random, just interview women and see to yourself the challenges women are going through. And this is for us to push for the case for women.
Yeah.
You know, so we've been doing quite a lot at the coordination level, encouraging all CSOs to be sure that in everything they do, they make sure that women are involved. And that is why I'm always excited when I see a project, a call for women-led organizations. I am proud. And my sister seated right here, she's one of such people that have been pushing for the right of women. But unfortunately, the challenges bedeviling them on that axis, I discovered that siltage is one of the challenges along these communities.
Okay.
So they don't get to farm like they used to. They don't get to fish because the water is now shallow. One of the major contributing factor is that the dam in Cameroon, the Lagdo Dam, whenever they retain water, whenever they stop water from coming into this axis, that is Adamawa, to flow into the River Benue, once the water is retained, then this place becomes silted. It becomes dry, and so the fishermen will not have access to fishing, and then women who go to buy fish cannot go to buy fish to sell. The woman who makes a small farm of tomatoes by the riverside cannot go to.
Affects everything.
It affects
the economic and all.
The economic well-being is disrupted. And so one of the things we're advocating for is at the higher level is for government to come and see how they can dredge the river.
Which of the governments? We have one here.
No, state government may not have the resources.
Which line are you pointing the call to? Okay,
I'm pointing this to the government of Nigeria, the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to please come to Adamawa State. Our rivers are drying. Come and dredge the River Benue that supplies water to the River Benue. The supply of water, River Benue, is from here. And so if here is dry at the end of...
It's an environmental issue.
It's an environmental issue, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm doing?
Yeah.
It's called Ahmed, but president is like very far. Adamawa is here.
Yes.
And there's a spokesperson here.
Okay, I'm coming down actually. I'm coming down because having called on the federal government to do that, of course, it takes the state government to make efforts to see that, okay, what do they do? Can they, maybe can our executive governor at some point talk at the Federal Executive Council meeting that this is our challenge in Adamawa State. How can we get the federal government to come and support us? Is there anything we can do? Can we call on other international donors to come and support in this quest? And I think if that is done, it will trickle down to solving the problem of women in our communities.
This is very deep. So that, okay, you want to speak around that?
I want to come in.
Okay.
Actually, just recently, I don't know whether you heard of Upper Benue and Akrisal. They have dredged this Gerio River. You know, this Gerio used to be a fishing zone.
Yes.
So they have dredged this one together with Akrisal, Adamawa State government. So we are working towards that, inshallah.
So there's already a solution here, just that he was not aware.
You know, the river Benue is a very larger,
yes.
So we hope to liaise with the federal government to see how we can come in and raise the river. Yes.
So what you were asking without knowing that it's already existing or done?
No, what he's saying is at the lower level, the Gerio is actually a small fishing place for it. In fact, it's a state-owned.
But you want a major?
I want a major one that will address the challenges along not just Adamawa State, but from here you go to Taraba, you go to Benue, you go to Lokoja. This is where the challenges start from.
Amazing. So, sir, with this your result of that small one,
we are working,
you use it and push
through the Upper Benue River Basin. I want to appreciate the management, the MD of Upper Benue and the state coordinator Akristal. They have done well in this area, and I believe and know that they have started talking with Federal Ministry of Water Resources to see how they can work to. There is a project to at that in Dasin. They want to do a buffer dam at Dasin Hausa.
Okay.
So they are still talking together to see how they can work towards this river Benue.
All right. So just ask one last question, especially around. Do you already have a system where you work with the existing structures at community level? So take for example now, a partner has gone to Demsa and Newman, right? TFT. They've now said there was a problem they saw, and they've now established a structure. Women, this, that. Is there a way that communicates back to you people, the system, that these bodies are now existing, that it feeds back to the main umbrella? Is there a way that you have that information?
Yes. Okay. Some of the partners. We also have our local government desk officers, climate change desk officers at the local government. So they are the community. We call them community agent, climate change agent.
Okay.
So they report to the local government desk, and the desks report to the ministry.
Okay, so they can support those kind of structures existing.
So I want to still advocate with the partners when they are embarking on a project at the community. Let them carry the ministry along, because a lot of partners do go out and implement a project without the ministry knowing what they are doing. So I believe, even though we have been carrying out an advocacy to some of these partners.
So
let them please, when they are
updates like this
in a project, let us know what they are doing.
Okay.
It will be of good importance, and we will have the data of what they are doing. Instead of them do and leave, we don't know what they do.
Because the plan is not even for them to just go and leave alone. I love that he said there's already people there, those structures that feedback report. The same thing you have in your coordinating umbrella.
But more to that, I think one of the things we should also be looking at is, if you are implementing a health project in Adamawa State or any of the Bay States, you must report to your donor and also to the sector. The same thing if you are implementing in WASH. I think it's high time at the level of the Ministry for Environment to say that, okay, any organization, any partner that's implementing in that sector related, you should also report their findings to the ministry. So much so that the ministry will have a data bank where they know that these are the challenges in these communities, these are the solutions that have been given out, and then these are the gaps that are left, so that they can also encourage other partners that are coming on board to go there.
Exactly. So like why I'm asking this question is because, for example, now we've just brought to your attention that, oh, there is this cultural barrier that might stop, that might limit
the implementation.
The women in responding to issues. Is very clear, and it's spoken around policies might help to enforce that, spoken around other things that might help to enforce that. But now saying, now that you know this, is there a way that those your people that are there can now, like, when they appear, it might also enforce like acceptance. It will no longer be, oh, because it's a project, they are now saying engage women. It's now saying, oh, from the ministry or sector level, we are saying this is how it should be, and it now continues from there, and just change the trajectory. But now that you've responded and said there is, so I just even feel so assured to tell the team that, okay, now you guys don't worry. There's going to be like that synergy to drive through this current challenge. So at this point, I'm going to throw it back to our live audience now.
As Musa has said, I don't think he's saying that women are not allowed because of their age. No. What he's trying to say is that women themselves complain that, oh, like I have organized programs, and you tell a permanent secretary we are going to Bauchi. They can't drive. I mean, they can't go by road because of their legs. Like me now, I cannot sit down in the vehicle from here to Abuja. Sometimes lack of interest. Lack of interest. And that one you cannot push somebody.
Yeah.
I remember organizing a program with Board of Internal Revenue, and I said we are doing public-private dialogue with them. And we're saying, I said, I'm not saying the women. Can you start? He said, okay, if you come for the initial practice, it is the women that run away. Yeah, it's the women that run away. So that's why we're saying, we said give them, they have the opportunity. You understand? But not necessarily that it's the ministry that is stopping them.
Yeah.
They are themselves.
That they are saying.
Yeah, they are themselves not that. Like there are things you will invite me. I will tell you I will not come because of my family.
Yeah.
I will not go as a man.
Which is valid.
And then a woman will also not go because of her family.
Yeah.
That one is not wrong.
Yeah.
That one is not wrong. She has a valid point. We allow her to take charge.
Yeah, which is very valid.
Which is very valid. And then the last thing is also that, just like he said, the governor has employed a lot of people. In fact, I just finished training the newly employed staff of the Bureau for Public Procurement. About 60-something of them. About 40 of them are women. Young, vibrant women.
Wow.
But you cannot be surprised that I had to challenge them to talk.
Wow.
Even as graduates. And I told them, I said, you are graduates and they have to talk. I want you to come up and talk, because once a graduate, you are an officer. People are supposed to be working under you. So if you don't begin to show that level of being an officer, then how will you not begin to dispense of your responsibility? So honestly speaking, we will appreciate the executive governor. He has done the best he could.
Yeah.
The
But
66,
the
about 30, 40 are women. Yes. So we are supposed to make ourselves useful. These are the issues that we really need to challenge each other so that we can move forward. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Zain Abdili. I'm from the Ministry of Environment. I actually want to commend you on this initiative, and I want to point out that since from the initials that you have identified the issues we have in this part of the world, that we have cultural, religious norms that impede women or suppress women from getting involved in so many change activities. It is a good thing that you have chosen a topic like this, or a heading or a catchy name that will show that this program is actually for women. So I want to advise also that going forward, programs coming up should get names that would show that these programs are actually for women, so that it will help inform our leaders to help. As he had said just now, when you push these things and then go to the gatekeepers and the leaders with it, it would better inform them that these programs are actually for women programs, and they too come up and help in making sure that these women get involved in programs that will help everybody. Because when we do it that way, the men will understand that women have a lot to offer too, and it will go a long way in helping the situations we are having at hand. Thank you very much.
I will want to say thank you very much for this topic, and also I'm happy to be here on this issue. My first question before my contribution goes to ministry. I'm happy with what you said and what you are doing, but as a woman, and we are talking about gender always, and when you go through the gender, then you will see that there is no place that said because you are pregnant or because you have a baby, you cannot perform in any activity. I'm not satisfied, or I'm not okay with what you said. The women, because of giving birth, because of age. Are you telling me that the men are not aging?
They are.
Fine. So we are all aging. So all I want from us is,
Let's go ahead. Part of the voice.
Yes.
all I want at least it should be, they need to be there. As far as they don't have issue with their husbands. If they have problem, that's where we say no, and the husbands need to be visited. So I think issue of aging, issue of giving birth should not stop the women from participating in any activity. One. Then again, I want to say that the engagement of women in climate change is very, very important. Why? Because most of the dirty things that is happening in our community is from the women. The community I came from, I talk to them, I don't sleep. Where we fetch water, if it's dirty, I'll say, oh yeah, come out. It's your children that are fetching this water. Let's come and clean. So that we will not block the chances of fetching water. And the same thing that happened, what my brother has said about the Benue River. We are just seeing it as if it's nobody's business. But the men, I will say in court, the men that made our river to be like this. They play football there. They throw those, that's after packing all our
Plastic waste.
waste. They will go and throw it there, and everywhere is blocked. During rainy season, there will be floods. And who will affect most are women and children. So, more of that. Don't always say anything bad as if you're throwing it to the women. Please, the men too. And for my sister here from the ministry, I'm happy you said something like that, but anything to do with women, let there be men there. If not, they will say it's the women thing. I know when gender-based GBV issue came up till today, not only GBV, I will start from HIV. Because, though I didn't introduce myself, but HIV, when it started, the men are saying it's women thing. I remember counseling somebody, an elderly man. I said, Baba, do you know HIV? Is it not this sickness that the women are giving men? So the same thing GBV came. If when you talk of GBV anywhere, they will say it's women thing.
So men are even raped too.
Not only the issue of rape, but the environmental work. It should not be left only for the men. The women should do it. So let's put our hands together and make things that's the climate so that we enjoy it. From the picture we are seeing on our banner, we have seen women planting, doing this, doing that. I remember telling my late husband that, sir, when he says, let's go to farm, I'll say, no, farming is not for women. No. From the Bible, Adam was told that he's going to farm to feed me. My own is to give birth and cook. So, but today, if you go to around Madagali, Michika side or Hong side, women are feeding the men today.
Yes.
Go to Plateau State and see. I was going to Bauchi, I saw women trying to fix the road. You understand? These are some of the things. Please, let's encourage. Let's carry the women. Let's move with the women so that things will be easier. But me, I'm telling you, please, this issue of aging and baby carrying or pregnancy should not stop women.
What of Ogama? If Oga say you are not going.
That is what I say.
It's part of
the cultural
most of the time, August, they don't say that because it's another exposure. They are going to experience something and learn something and bring it to the ministry and the community.
So men stop their women not to go.
Yeah, they do. Yes. They do, but not always. Not now. I think the exposure is too much. Every Oga wants his wife to fly. Yes. You understand? So please, let's not talk on that. But I want you to address that seriously with the women in your ministry.
Thank you.
So that they will move. If we see women doing things, okay, look at the sweeping. That's the majority people that are sweeping, cleaning they are women. Majority of them are women. Where are the men?
So my question goes to you, sir. Mommy says something about aging, and also you as a woman, why traveling should not be an issue to you. So then again, a view of that is it comes with what equality, whereby men does not want what be equal to the women. So this is one of the issue we are facing. So we as man and also as a woman, so men feel that if a woman is equal to them, that means they have the right to say and do. But now that you're saying that they should travel, they have the permission to travel. Now because of the equality they have on behalf of the men, so they have to ask for permission. I hope I'm making clear. So they have to ask for permission. So that if the husband see that this woman can make more than what I'm earning, he think that he's going to stop her. So that's it. So if we can remove that issue of barrier of equality, I think we are moving higher. Because not the reason I'm saying that is that talent and capability does not tie it in gender. Everybody has his own.
Yes.
Is when we remove that equality of saying that I'm equal to you and you have to respect me, that's when the issue comes. But if you can erase that, everybody should understand each other, I think we are moving.
All right, good morning everyone. My name is Daniel Bitrus Kwache and I'm a young person. All right, so speaking from the perspective of young people, let me just say this. If I have a torch right here, everybody can see the light coming from it. Once I place my finger on it, I've dimmed it. Now, no matter how many people are in this room, nobody can possibly know that there is light there. Now, this is what happens to women mostly. All right, they are sharp minds. These people, women have the ability to think very far, but they have been suppressed. And this is because, let me say this, all respect to the men here. You are all my father, sorry.
You're also a man.
No, I'm still a boy. All right. So there is this. I have sisters at home. So when I say something, this should happen, bam, and my mom is like no, or let's say my older sister says no, it won't happen. So there's this. I feel hot. Why? Because there's this ego that men have. So I don't know where that ego came from, but right
even
from
you
time,
as a boy, you have it now.
yeah,
Wow.
right from time, that ego that's what has dominated right from the beginning. And that's from generation to generation. That's how it has been going. So now that there is the world of all of a sudden internet is here, poof, and then everybody is getting exposed, minds are opening. Now that dominance that has been there from all the men is now, men are seeing it as if they are trying to now be suppressed actually by the ladies. But I just want to make it clear that it's not as if ladies are trying to outshine you, because when you tell a man what a man can do, a woman can do better, he will almost beat you up there. But it's not as if these ladies are trying to outshine us. It's just that everybody should be given the right to like say what's on his mind. Because for example, if I bring a topic here now and I say both a man and a lady should debate, if you hear strong points that are coming out of women, you'll be very surprised. So it's not as if they are trying to outshine us men, but it's just that everybody should be given a chance to voice out what they have inside of them.
Amazing.
I'm Oliver Funshaw from Eco Clean Active Initiative. It's actually a youth-oriented climate organization. Okay, I'm putting this question to the Ministry of Environment because while you are mentioning the involvement of the women now in some engagements, you mentioned some shortcomings or some challenges. So I'm putting it to you that what is the ministry doing, especially the climate sector, about bridging that gap of the age factor and the womanhood factor too that you mentioned in the area of employment? What the effort you're making to make sure that young minds are actually employed, a targeted effort, then the womanhood factor too, maybe those that are not actually thinking of getting married, not to talk of being tied down by by motherhood. Okay, that is the question I'm putting to you. Then my own contribution will be that he has actually taken up my thought line, but I will still say it. That is targeting the young minds, the young girls now are going deeper beyond their mothers, even to the primary school level. We go deliberately now to educate them about the climate change and all that, so that it will be like a kind of catch them young mechanism. Okay, so that would be help a lot. Then I think talking about the cultural factor, the inheritance and all that, we can also work more on the gatekeepers, the villager, the Mayangwa and all that, to actually educate them more, because it's as it is now, especially in this part of the country, that traditional setting is still very much viable and people still respect it. So if we work more on the gatekeepers, they can like authoritatively, if we win them, they can authoritatively command, in quotes now, the men as household heads to actually do the needful, giving women voices.
My name is Abdullah Hamza from Ministry of Environment.
Okay.
Mine is, I want to come from the environmental perspective, to a kind of advice. Most of this siltation is through our activities. Activities we do around the river banks, especially farming, you understand? Because farming makes the soil to be disintegrated, lose its cohesion, you understand? So before you know it, when it rains, it will wash topsoil, and which is the valuable part of the soil, it will wash it into the water body, you understand? So before you realize, the whole water bodies will get silted. So I think people should know that farming or doing some other activities very close to the river bank, you understand, it's not advisable.
I want to respond to him with regards to the I want to say that His Excellency have employed over 5,000 personnel into the state civil service. And Department of Environmental Degradation and Climate Change alone have around 200, close to 200 personnel. And there are young men and women there. So with this challenge that Mommy is saying, we believe that women will participate more in the area of activities, in our activities in the ministry. I also want to respond to Mommy. I'm not saying that women are not allowed. We do allow them to. When a male come and you ask the right person to go to or to represent the ministry, our leaders, most of our leaders at the top, the directorate, are women, and they are aging, they are around close to 60, 57, around like this. So when you ask them to go out, they will say, Mr. A, just go and represent me, instead of them to go. And at times, the married women, their husbands do not allow them to travel. This is where the challenge is coming. So there are a lot of issues, but women are coming.
You know who you need to help you. Maybe you need the press. I don't know who you need as a decision maker that could do something that will support your work in the ministry. So what would be that brief ask you?
Actually, the legislators are our partners, because all the policies that you want to carry out do go through them. Most of these laws and policies go through them. So I'm advocating for them to please come up with a very speedy passage of some of these policies or bill or law, so that we will have a very good implementation of these policies and bills that they have passed.
Amazing.
And so I'm calling on governments to fast track activities that partners bring to the board and implement them, and also see where the NGO, the partners stop, and sustain that which have been done by the partners. So I'm calling on government to be more proactive in their dealings.
So I want to say thank you so much for episode 2. It has been very engaging, very insightful, and for all the acts that have gone out to policymakers, government, and to everybody that is watching this right now, you too can still join the conversation by telling us what you feel. Both the Ministry of Environment and Climate and Peace Coordinating Network, tell us things. We are open for more suggestions. Tell us things that you think everybody can play a role that would drive more women inclusion, more women support in responding to issues, and also everyone being more involved in addressing the issues affecting us here and now, which is the climate issues and conflict issues. Thank you so much, and see you in the next episode. Yes, thank you.
This is brought to you by Today for Tomorrow initiative, with funding from Women's Peace and Humanitarian Fund and support from UN Women.